at Tyler ISD, there's been some questions about that, and how we execute that statutory obligation. Dr. Hanson.
So I wanted to bring to you some information about Celebrate Freedom Week. It is, in statute, it is supposed to happen the week of September 17th, which is Constitution Day. In 2012, the board approved that we move that to the very beginning of the school year. So we do it the first part of the school year. So I just wanted to start there. So in statute, it's the week of September 17th or another full week if approved by the local school board. It requires that all of the Texas Public Schools grades 3 through 12 acknowledge Celebration Freedom Week. And so what we're supposed to do there is we're supposed to conduct appropriate instruction during Celebrate Freedom Week, which is a week, 5 days of instruction. The intent, meaning, and importance of 4 specific things: the Declaration of Independence, the United States Constitution, the abolitionist movement, and the women's suffrage movement. So let me tell you what we do in Tyler ISD. In Tyler ISD, we use the first 5 to 10 school days for Celebrate Freedom Week, and it will start as soon as school starts. We'll have the first couple of days where we talk about what social studies is and civics and all of that, and then we move in to Celebrate Freedom Week. And we do above and beyond the statute. We start in kindergarten, and we begin there talking about the United States symbols. We start talking about the documents, the original documents of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. We help the kids learn the pledge. They learn the Star Spangled Banner. And we begin right then building the foundations of the U.S. values that are so important. One of the reasons as a board that you approved that we move that to the beginning of the year is because every lesson we teach after that for the rest of the year is founded on those ideals and those values. And our kids begin to learn the preamble right there in kindergarten. We begin to do activities around all of that at the beginning of the year. So the standards and the concepts and the values we learn, we carry that through all the way through. So I've given you some sample lessons here. And this is a 3rd grade lesson and this is just one sample lesson. Remember that these are 5 to 10 days. So this is just a sample lesson that the teachers can use if they want to. We do not dictate that teachers have to use specific lessons. We give them resources, and then we monitor how they fulfill the curriculum. This is an example. In 3rd grade, create a collage using words and pictures that illustrate what life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness means. Include a summary statement with the collage that explains why the words and pictures in the collage were chosen. That's an example. We provide a rubric for the teachers then to grade that activity. This is a grade 5, and remember this is the first few weeks, so they're also working on, we integrated ELAR in this one, so you write a letter to a friend in another country explaining to them the importance of the Pledge of Allegiance and the Constitution Day for Americans. And then, of course, we want to make sure it's well written and all of the other issues. And then I also wanted to include Texas history because, remember, we teach 7th grade and 4th grade Texas history. We still include Constitution Week and Freedom Week during those 4th grade. We do a lot of comparison between our Texas documents and our U.S. documents. And our founding documents in the U.S. So this is an example of where they're developing an entry for Wikipedia, making it, of course, 21st century relevant. And it goes all the way through 12th grade. They have government and economics in 12th grade. That's a required senior course. They do Celebration Freedom Week also, and the emphasis there is civic duty, your responsibility to be part of the political process. Your responsibility to give back to your community. So obviously it becomes more advanced as the kids progress. One last thing, I just wanted to remind you guys, if anyone has questions about what we cover in our content at any time, we have a scope and sequence. We're always willing to share that. It's transparent. We're willing to let people know what we're doing at any time. They can contact me or Susan Grono as our social studies coordinator, in this case, a social studies issue. So, any questions I can help you with?
September, so that we do that first week of school, and then September 17th is Constitution Day.
Right.
So then what do we
We
do?
obviously celebrate Constitution Day because it's a big day. By that time, the kids have already learned the pertinent information. But for us, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Founding Fathers, that's part of all our curriculum throughout the year. So it is relevant information for us because it's part of the U.S. values that are so important for all of the kids.
Thank you. It's a great program. Glad that my kids were able to be a part of it. Thank you. Any other comments?
Just wanted to point out, so Dr. Hanson, you said that we actually begin the day with the pledge. I'm amazed at the number of people who are convinced that the pledge has been removed from all public schools, even here in East Texas. But what I heard you say was not only do we teach the pledge and do the pledge, we teach them the meaning behind the pledge as well. Is that
Correct. And we also remember in our art class we're doing the symbols. During Constitution Week, our art teachers are doing the symbols, and the music teachers are teaching all of those wonderful patriotic songs that are so important for us. So it is a full court press during Celebrate Freedom Week.
And not that I don't, wake my kids up every morning and make them say the pledge. I was very impressed by, I was very impressed. I had a kindergartner, and anytime the pledge was said throughout the year, wherever we were, whether a football game, the national anthem, I could hear him singing the words and thinking, I know where he learned that, and I was pretty proud of it. So.
Right, we teach them to stop, we teach them to take their hat off. I mean, all of that is part of the curriculum that we share with the teachers, and they teach the students.
It would be wonderful, anyone would want to, especially if any board member has not had an opportunity to be on school council at the beginning of the school day. Every school begins with the pledge.
Oh, yeah.
The entire school is singing at the same time.
The pledge, the Texas pledge, and a moment of silence.
That's right.
That might be a little different at the high school. Isn't that right?
They may go at a different period.
Different period.
Yeah,
They do it all
We do
together
it before attendance.
They do it
Attendance is taken.
corporately.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if they don't start their day, it's just where it fits in their announcements and things like that, at least disruptive to the minutes, because they're so structured that way. So
Right.
we do get it corporately every day.
Yeah.
And a moment of silence, which is also statutory as well.
Mm.
And we do stay